Hi, my name's Tricia, and I'm a Jamberry consultant. I just wanted to make a little application video for you. I've already cleaned my nails with Dawn soap, and then I buffed them with a buffer block. And now I'm going to use white vinegar to wipe each of the nails. I like to use white vinegar instead of rubbing alcohol because I just feel like it gets the oils off of my finger without making, or off of my nails without stripping the nails too much of oil, because when I used rubbing alcohol, it seemed like my nails started to produce more oil to compensate for the loss of oil, whereas the white vinegar, it didn't seem to do that as much, so I have better luck with white vinegar. So they're all wiped. Now, for the next step, I like to cut the sheet of nails in half. So I'll go ahead and do that. I've got my cat assistant here. Okay, so I just need one half. The other half I'll just set aside. And then the first thing you want to do is find the nail that fits the best. You don't want it to be too big for the nail. You don't want it to touch any of the skin on the sides, so you want to find one that's a tad bit too small. Now this one looks pretty good for me. I think it's probably hard to see. But my nails are narrower at the top than they are at the bottom, so I always have to trim mine. That's just me. So I'm going to cut, I want to use this side, it in half, the nail that I'm using. So now I just have half. You can see here I cut out half of it. And then I'm going to make this one a tiny bit smaller at the cuticle side of the wrap so that it doesn't touch any part of my finger. Only want to touch nail. So that looks about right. So it's still on the plastic backing that it comes on. So I'm not touching the adhesive at all. The adhesive is, back here, but I've still got the sheet on it. So when I'm ready to put it on, just going to make sure that it's going to fit right. I peel it off with an orange stick, making sure I don't touch the wrap at all. So I'm not touching it at all. And I like to put it on cold. So I lay it down very lightly, like so, just to make sure that I kind of have the placement right where I want it. See, it's touching on this side here. So since I haven't heated it up, it's much easier to peel it back up and stick it back down over further so it's not touching on that side. And then just kind of lightly press it down, like so. And then I have a Jamberry heater. At this point, you can just use a blow dryer if that's what you have, and you just want to heat it up for 3 to 5 seconds maybe. Okay, so it's all heated, and then I take my Jamberry cuticle pusher and I push down the middle and then down the sides. So kind of like when you're working air bubbles out of a window cling. Kind of like that. Just really give it business. Okay, so I've got it on there, but I'm going to give it a little more heat. So again, you just use your blow dryer. And then I like to pull and stretch it around the tip. So pulling and stretching, kind of like when you're putting saran wrap over a bowl. Pulling and stretching it down, so then it's really secured to the tips. It's hard to tell if I'm filming accurately here. Okay, so you can kind of see that it's wrapping around the nail a little better. Give it a little bit more heat, and then I push it down one last time. And that's it. Then what you want to do is let this cool completely. So when that is completely cool, you file in a downward motion, and the excess wrap will just fall down your finger. To make it easier, you can trim off the excess before you file, and then you don't have so much that you're running into with your file. So I like to finish the whole hand and then go back and trim off the excess and then file. And that's it. That's pretty much all there is to it. Pretty easy. So now, if I had to go help somebody with something, I don't have to worry about my nail getting wrecked, you know, like you would if you were painting your nails. So that's always really nice, no dry time. I think that's about it. I will end this video because I've talked too much already. Thanks for watching.